How can Stoicism be a turning point to change your life? Let's start this philosophy together and see how we can apply it to today's world. Stoicism is briefly a philosophical quest that fosters the virtue of self-mastery and focused insight. And its basic principle is that although external events are outside of our influence, we have a role to play in responding to them and the perspectives we can have towards them, which gives us a powerful tool to get rid of life's diverse challenges. One of the important elements of Stoicism is to distinguish between what lies within our sphere of influence and what is beyond our understanding, such as external events and the perspectives of others. Stoicism, in fact, shows the importance of investing in our own efforts in areas where we can make a difference, rather than spending our energy on things that cannot be changed.
However, this philosophy goes beyond conceptualization and teaches us concrete ways to manage stress, anxiety, and melancholy in decision-making processes and the search for real and lasting happiness in daily life. If you've ever been overwhelmed by life's demands and have been thinking about how to find solace in chaos, or looking for practical instructions to improve your situation, this video will bring you valuable teachings and perspectives. Stoicism can be the key to starting anew life for you, which opens doors to a richer and more meaningful existence. However, it is important to remember that this philosophy should be to guide and provide you with a real course of action, and no philosophy can completely transform you, and you must participate in this transformation and take action yourself. Now, let's take a look at this old yet very relevant philosophy that can change our lives.
Welcome to a new video from the Polaris North Star channel. We sincerely appreciate your support. Imagine you could start your life all over again and hit the reset button and start all over again. Of course, starting over does not necessarily mean forgetting or ignoring the past. In fact, it means using the lessons and experiences gained in life to shape a brighter and more hopeful future. Marcus Aurelius taught us that what gets in the way becomes a way to take the next step. No one can stop you. Starting over is an art, and it's a balance between learning from mistakes and moving forward with new hope. Our reactions to situations reflect our understanding. If we see the world as a hostile place, we are defensive, but if we approach it with kindness, our actions reflect love.
Stoicism encourages us to question and adjust our own perception of life to see reality objectively and clearly, without being blinded by uncontrolled emotions. As Seneca pointed out, we often suffer more in our imagination than in reality. Sometimes the suffering is caused by something that hasn't happened yet or only exists in our minds. But what if we see every obstacle as an opportunity for ourselves? True Stoics see challenges not as fate, but as exercises to strengthen the soul, which can open up a new path and make us beyond what we were.
The Stoics encourage us to see problems as an opportunity to grow and remind us that hardships elevate strong people and make us stronger and better day by day. Everything we encounter in our lives can eventually shape our existence. This is what makes Stoicism amazing. In the Meditations of Marcus Aurelius, he did not share his words with the world, but had the deepest daily reflections to live with authenticity and purpose, which those reflections show that the inner dialogue that we have with ourselves is very important in our lives. So we have to be our own friends. We're not saying we don't need companionship, but we need to value our presence anywhere. Stoicism reminds us of the transient nature of everything like happiness, pain, success, and failure, and encourages us to live with separation and value important moments.
Epictetus reminds us to value important moments and also be prepared to let go of the rest of them. The Stoic journey, although not easy, is amazingly valuable and teaches us to value ourselves, to gain strength in hardships and live with purpose. Dealing with disrespect or other challenging situations can be difficult, but it is essential for a fulfilling life. Stoicism emphasizes the importance of living in harmony, not only with the outside world, but with our inner nature.
To ask ourselves whether I live according to my true desires and principles, or do I just react to other people's expectations? Remember that we are constantly evolving and that our thoughts shape our lives. We try to please others. We seek external approval and forget our true essence. Stoicism invites us to recognize our own inner worth independently of the opinions of others. As Epictetus said, freedom is not achieved by satisfying human desires, but by eliminating desire. In other words, you are the key to becoming your new person. You must understand reality and act wisely.
Acceptance means recognizing what is out of our control and maintaining the ability to control our reaction to these events, to understand reality, and to decide how to deal with them. Instead of waiting for the storm to pass, let's learn to dance in the rain. Now is the only time we really have. The past is a memory, and the future is an uncertainty. The real power lies in the present. Worrying about the future or focusing on the past distracts us from the present as it unfolds in front of us, keeping us in a vicious cycle.
The Stoics didn't just talk about their philosophy, they lived it every day and were constantly working to improve learning and development. What legacy do we want to leave behind? Stoicism teaches that it is our actions, not just our words, that define our heritage. Life is not measured by the number of breaths, but by the moments that hold our breath. In a world where people often seek to take advantage of us, learning the power of silence, both externally and internally, is crucial. In silence, we find a deeper connection with ourselves. This space allows us to think, recharge, and focus on what is essential.
Following Epictetus's advice, which actually tells us, don't explain your philosophy, visualize it. We realize that often the secret to moving forward is to be released what is holding us back. Through Stoicism, we find the freedom to pursue our true potential. The quality of our thoughts is very important for the happiness we experience, and virtue is more important than wealth, power, and status, and it has a higher status. Benevolence and goodness in our actions means acting with originality and kindness.
We need to think about the virtues we cultivate in our journey. The fact is not that we have too little time to live, but that we spend a lot of it on trivia. The inevitable challenges of life cannot be ignored, but Stoicism teaches us that it is not what happens to us that matters, but how we react to it. So don't waste your time with trivial things, and always look for evolution, because it is through evolution that you can emerge in the form of a new human being.
Epictetus says that every challenge is an opportunity to learn, grow, and strengthen, just as life is not about avoiding wounds, but not giving in to them. When we were younger, the future seemed like an endless sea of possibilities, but why does it seem like nothing is working now? If you also decide to change, write in the comments section, I will be a new person from today.
Now, we would like to make a few suggestions for developing transformative skills and practices in everyday life, using which we can be on the path of re-evolution and a bright and guided future from today onwards. 1. Every morning, take a few minutes to meditate. Think about your experiences from the previous day and visualize how you want your current day to go. Mentally prepare for challenges and stay calm in stressful situations. 2. Preparing a journal of gratitude. Write down 3 things that you're grateful for every day in a journal that will help you focus on the positive and appreciate the little joys in life. This is especially helpful when we are frustrated and bored with everything. 3. Engage in regular physical activity. Through walking, running, yoga, or any activity you enjoy, help keep your body and soul healthy. For when faced with challenges, remember the Stoic principle that distinguish between what you can control and what you can't. 5. Self-discipline. Cultivate self-discipline in eating, finances, and time management, which requires setting realistic goals and consistently working to achieve them. 6. Night self-assessment. Before you go to bed, think about your daily routines and evaluate whether or not you are following the values and principles of the Stoics. In this way, you can identify areas for improvement and self-planning. 7. Learn from inspirational examples and from books or biographies. Examine characters who embody Stoic values, such as Seneca, Epictetus, and Marcus Aurelius, and learn from their experiences. 8. Separation from the opinions of others. Avoid worrying too much about what others think. Focus on acting on your own principles and values. 9. Awareness of the impermanence of life. Remember the inevitability of death and use it as motivation to value life and make informed decisions. 10. Skill development. Take the time to learn or improve your skills. Personal growth is essential in Stoicism and increases self-confidence to face challenges. 11th. Accepting the uncontrollable. Know that there is no harm in what happens to you, unless you choose it. Accepting the uncontrollable reduces the discomfort. 12th. Valuing originality. In relationships, seek real, mutually beneficial relationships based on virtue. 13th. Daily reading of philosophical texts. Commit to reading philosophical texts and valuable books daily, and reflect on their teachings and their application in your own life. 14. Reflection on mortality. Set aside moments to think about your own mortality and help create context for addressing daily concerns and valuing for the time available. 15th. Altruism and participation in society. Look for ways to help others without expecting rewards and foster a sense of purpose and satisfaction.
Remember that Stoicism requires constant practice and does not promise immediate change. But over time, these actions can change your life and the way you think. Also remember, in the face of challenges, there are many obstacles on the way. Seek growth and learning in adversity. Maintain a balance of desires and emotions. Practice empathy. Control negative thoughts and energies, and set healthy boundaries for your mental and emotional health. In summary, Stoicism offers a powerful pathway to personal transformation, and we discussed a series of daily exercises inspired by this ancient philosophy that can help you cultivate personal discipline, resilience, and peace in your daily life. It's also important to remember all the relevant aspects of this passage, as it's so important for your development. From morning meditation to empathy and service to others, these exercises provide us with the tools we need to face challenges calmly and focused. However, know that the key is to act. As Marcus Aurelius said, take the first step. It's not enough to just know these ideas. It's important to use them every day. So get started today. Pick up one or more of these practices and see how your perspective and well-being change over time.
We hope this video is useful to you. Hit the subscribe button of the channel and put the bell on so that as soon as the new video is placed on the channel, you can watch it as the first person. And in the end, hello, and the light of God's kindness shine brighter than ever.